Well, good morning. And it's not a Wainwright walk with a local lad, but it's a walk in search of bluebells today. I've been dropped off from the bus at Backbarrow, and we're going to go over Haverthwaite Heights, go and see if we can find some bluebells. But first I thought we'd stop here, have a quick look over here, over to my left, at what's left of the Backbarrow Ironworks, which was still working until 1966. I can just about remember it. There's a bit more industrial heritage further along. We'll talk about that when we get there. So this building behind me was the Dolly Blue Works, where they produced ultramarine, which was the cleaning agent in washing powder. I remember as a little lad, this was the main road to Barrow, and we're coming through here. All the road was blue, the building was blue, everything was blue. Anyway, it's the Whitewater Hotel now. So, as we leave the village of Backbarrow behind, we're now on a bridge over the lakeside and Haverthwaite Railway, which is now steam engine only. Very short line, but it means you can combine a trip on a lake steamer with a ride on a steam engine. And Backbarrow has changed quite a bit, of course. It was a very industrialised village until the Dolly Blue Works finished, and previous to that the Ironworks. But now it's quite the picturesque holiday village. Anyway, we'll head up here, see if we can find some bluebells. Well, it probably doesn't look it on camera. That's a steep pull up there from the railway. I'd like to think we're near the top. So, being careful not to stand on any bluebells, I hope you can see this flat area where it's been dug out to the hillside. And I mentioned this once before, I think on the Great Crag video. I'll put a link in the description below. But this area would have been flattened back in the 19th century when lots of charcoal was needed. Some of it probably for the ironworks over at Backbarrow. And this was where the charcoal burners would make a pitstead, as they call it. Anyone who's familiar with Arthur Ransom's Swallows and Amazon series of books will have read about charcoal burners and where they lived. But this would be a pitstead where they would burn the charcoal. And yeah, this wood is absolutely full of them. I've come past, oh I don't know, 10 or 12 at least already. You've got to keep your eyes peeled, and I do know in the bottom of this wood we'll go past a lot more. I'll do a bit of filming on there probably as well. Anyway, gonna find somewhere for lunch. So I thought I'd come out of the wood and have some lunch. There's a fantastic view of the Coniston Fells, so I'll show you those and then I'll get sat down and have a bite to eat. It's a good view, isn't it? So from left to right we've got White Maiden, Dow Crag, Coniston Old Man, Brimfell, Wetherlam, and I don't know whether it's in frame, but you can see Harrison Stickle as well. Yeah, cracking view. Lunch. Here'll do. Oh! You may be wondering why I haven't posted many videos, any videos in fact, during April and May. There's no good reason. I kind of lost my mojo a bit and I've been taking a lot of stills. I've always been keen on photography. Videography is a relatively new thing, if you can call what I do videography. So if anyone would like to see a video of some of the images of, most of them have been birds, views and flowers that I've taken over the past 6 weeks or so, just make a note in the comments below. I'll make up a little video of them and you can see what I've been up to. Truth be told, the lakes this year are very, very busy. Don't know what's happened, but it's packed, and the buses are almost unusable from where I live. It's standing room only very often. So I've been exploring and revisiting parts of the lakes like this. This is the Rusland Valley, absolutely beautiful. I've met one other person since I got off the bus, and that includes walking through the village. So I'm spending my time places like this. They're not hills that Wainwright climbed, although I do know that he visited both Haverthwaite Heights and some of the other hills to the north, and I've done a video of Finswaite Heights and I'll put a link to that one as well. But just as beautiful and more wildlife in the valleys and lower hills. Anyway, this isn't getting my lunch eaten, is it? Right, well, that's me fed and watered. We're going to go on here now, and you can probably see we're already got lots of bluebells. I don't want to labour the point about these charcoal burners. You'll think I've got some sort of obsession about them. But this is a very distinctive one. You can see where it's been dug out of over there and piled up down here. And yeah, I've passed half a dozen since the gate. So the woods must have been noisy and busy. We tend to think of them as quiet, serene places, but they've experienced a lot of industry over the years. And this one is still experiencing industry, but from our black and white friends. The badgers have been in here, probably digging up bluebell bulbs, I shouldn't wonder. I believe they eat them, but they've had a right dig in here. Anyway, let's go on. So the white flowered plant that occurs very often with bluebells is stitchwort, and we've seen a lot of them today through these woods. Right, I don't want to labour the point about these charcoal burners, but this is the final piece of the story. They didn't go home each night, or if they did, this was the home. They lived and worked in the woods. They had to keep an eye on the burning charcoal because they didn't want it to flare. It would burn the charcoal out. You wouldn't get charcoal, you'd get ash. So they would construct huts like this. There is another one, even better. It's not on our route. It's not far away, but it's not on our route today. So yeah, we'll have to maybe go to that another day. But you can quite clearly see the fireplace there. It's had a bit of rebuilding work going around the top of the old walls, I think. But that's the sort of place where they lived. It's about 4 metres by 3 roughly. So the size of a small bedroom, I would say. That's my my flooring history coming out. Oh dear. Can you tell what it is yet? Well, this is the top of Haverthwaite Heights, and that is the Leven estuary. And the River Leven down the bottom here is the one that went past the Whitewater Hotel and provided power for all those mills, and used in the Ironworks as well. It's the river that comes out of Windermere, and as the crow flies, we're probably no more than 2 miles from Windermere Lake. Like I say, I've seen one person all day for a beautiful walk. We'll let the tourists have the busy stuff, and I'll have this. Yeah. The Furness Railway crosses the Leven estuary over the Plumpton Viaduct near Ulverston. And the island is Home Island, I think I'm right in saying. No, Chapel Island. Chapel Island. And has a lot of eider ducks on it. You can actually see Ingleborough over there. I'll give you a look at that. Hi, that's Ingleborough. We're zoomed in a fair way there. It's quite a long way off. You know, I cart this big lens around with me and barely use it for video work, but there's a close-up of Plumpton Viaduct and Chapel Island, and the spit that sticks out beyond, which is known as Priory Point. You can actually see the Isle of Man ferry way over on the skyline, or I can with the human eye. Whether you can see it, might not even be in shot. Right, well, we'll leave that grand view behind and head back down to Backbarrow. We've got around here quite a bit quicker than I anticipated, so I think we might have a look round the Ironworks and get back down. See how time's going. Right, well, let's go and have a look down the Ironworks, see what there is to see there. So this is the site of the Backbarrow Ironworks, and I just read on that board over there that it was still charcoal fired until 1926 when they changed to coke. So all those places we've seen on today's walk where they were making charcoal, a lot of it would have come here, no doubt. So that concludes our walk. Bluebells and Industrial Archaeology. Huge Lancashire boiler there. Hope you've enjoyed that walk. Different to a lot of the walks I do, but Industrial Archaeology has been a passion all my life, really, and how the landscape's changed over the years, meaning that what was once quiet is now busy, and what was once busy is now quiet. Anyway, I'd just like to say thanks for watching. Thanks to all the new subscribers as well. And if you've seen any value in it, click like, that would be great. I'll see you next time. What's the next plan? Lunch. And whoops, down goes the camera. And